I like to make handles out of natural sticks with the bark still on it. Before you comment, I'm going to tell you that using a natural stick with the bark on it is the wrong way to make a handle. It is not the most durable handle, although I've had some pretty good success with the concept. Now these two hammers, these are hammers that I have been using for a couple of years now. This one I made 5 years ago. I use this almost every day, at least once or twice a week. I use this every couple of weeks. I wanted to talk about this because I just made a video where I referenced this, and this is a 2.5 pound. This was a fiberglass handle Estwing blacksmith's hammer. And what happened was I got the fiberglass too close to the fire and it melted, and I had to replace the handle. Now, instead of just replacing the handle, I put the head into the forge and heated it up, and then I drifted the hole out to 1 inch in diameter. This is what I use to drift the hole out. It's about a 3.5 foot long, big top tint stake. And you can see that the sides of the hammer, the cheek, is that called the cheek? I don't know, is plumped out a little bit where I widened it. If you've ever used wooden handle hammers enough to break the handle, you'll know that it almost always breaks where the head meets the handle, and that's because the eye hole is significantly thinner than the rest of the handle. It's almost a design flaw in the construction of traditional hammers. You get that nice seamless look, but the problem is you're making a weak spot where it receives the most impact and leverage. Old timers will tell you if you use the hammer properly, you're not going to break it. Well, where's the fun in that? Old timers will also say, well, what about grain orientation, which is important for strength, and since we can't do that with a round handle, that's why we make the eye hole wider. With a natural bark handle, you can't beat the look, the texture, and the price. To do this right so that it's functional, you have to select the right type of wood, and you have to let it dry out for, I would say, at least a year. This wood is crabapple. I use it for everything. I treat it with some kind of oil, tung oil, linseed oil, or sunflower oil. These hammers have held up well. It can be done.